I have always been very close to Anna Hazare, right since he returned from army. So as back as 1977-78, I was the activist of this Pune-based educational organization, and we knew the kind of rural development initiative he had undertaken. And as Karyakartas, we were very close to him. After that, even in the service, whenever he undertook fasts, the Maharashtra administration knew my affinity with him. So they would tell me to go and convince Anna Hazare.
To break his fast?
Yeah, please break his fast. And all the time I would say, to the best of my abilities, I would convince you to reduce corruption. Points on which he is fasting are right. I would never tell Anna Hazare to withdraw his fast or whatever. This was even when I was still in the service. After I left, I started actually working with Anna Hazare. So there was a massive anti-corruption stir in 96-97, where the corruption by 2 ministers was exposed. They had to resign. I was very much a part of that. Then also when the right to information movement began, allow me to as politely, as humbly as possible to say that I am among those who stated that we need to, that we need to take this up. That we can't go on fighting corruption cases individually, each one. मेरे भी 50 जीवन काफ़ी नहीं रहेंगे, अन्ना हजारे जी के भी 50 जीवन काफ़ी नहीं रहेंगे. What we need is systems reform, and at the top we put was
RTI.
Right to RTI. So RTI became a part of that anti-corruption crusade and all. Actually, over a period of time, I sort of grew apart from the whole Anna Hazare movement.
Kyun?
Not that he was not genuinely working against corruption, but he was sort of ending up by being used by different political outfits.
Such as?
Every time, the one who would be in power and Anna's movement would be against them. So whoever would be in opposition would prop up Anna Hazare as a sort of savior or crusader, etc. I didn't think it was on the right path. So I chose to sort of wish the best but stay away.
What was it like when Anna Hazare got together with Yogendra Yadav, with Anupam Kher, with Ashutosh, with the entire Aam Aadmi Party and Mr. Kejriwal, of course, and the others? Do you think Anna got waylaid, or do you think that the others misused Anna?
From day one, my considered feel has been that he is being used. From day one, and this is what I have been telling Anna Hazare also, that these are the people who will use you, but they have political agenda. Mark my words, they will end up by forming party, contesting elections and all. Up to a point of time, I used to also accompany Anna Hazare, even in India against corruption or the Ram Leela Maidan movement and all. I was part of those internal sort of meetings where plans about should we form a political party. My suggestion was we shouldn't.
Like Kiran Bedi and all were there at that
Like Kiran Bedi and all.
She also didn't want.
Yeah, she also didn't want the party. So, I mean, almost with the sort of rise of Kejriwal, you may say, I decided to stay away.
Why do you think Anna Hazare was so taken in with Arvind Kejriwal initially, in spite of the advice which was given to him by people like you and Kiran Bedi and the others?
One thing could be, I mean, to the best of his thinking also, he could have seen this as developing into an all India movement. So I remember even in 96-97, we used to think of the JP movement as sort of role model. And I'm happy to say that as a Karyakarta, back between 75 to 77, I was also part of that JP movement as a young Karyakarta. So the whole idea was that anti-corruption movement begins in one place, but it becomes all India phenomenon, which then develops a genuine alternative even in politics, which is supposed to be sort of clean, etc., etc. So that could have been the idea. So carrying the movement from here to now it goes to Delhi, and these are the people who have their base in Delhi. So Anna could have thought that yes, this is a chance to make an all India impact.
Click here to watch the full episode.